Blender called Ghost Curve. See, to stop it, we just click on X button. It will go to normal. And some people are facing issue like if I press Alt G, it will go to default position. If I press Alt S, it will go to default scale. But if I press Alt R, there is overlay coming. Our rotation is not going to default position because in go to solve it, go to NVIDIA app and go to settings and turn off NVIDIA overlay. Then if you press Alt R, it will be normal. It is one of the tip I should give before starting Blender. Yeah. Today I'm going to explain more about character. We can import the character in three different ways. One is directly opening a file. As you see, it is not a great option to import. And another one is append. Append and link. These are another two types. The difference between append and link is it append only rig group. Okay, and link is also same as append, but it is like a reference in Maya. We cannot change the overall structure of the objects. It's for a link reference purpose. If we change any if we change any modifications in main file, our linked file also will be changed. It is most used in productions. Before appending, I have to clarify that what should be append. See, I'm opening the rig file directly. And if we go to outliner, there is a collection. Collection is nothing but a group. For this rig, the rigger keep the rig in this master collection, master group. It is the topmost hierarchy group. So we just need to simply append that master collection group. See, go to collections and see master Deadpool. This is the collection name just we saw. This is the most used method, appending. You can also link the file, just same as appending. It is the same process as appending. File, link, and master collection. As you see, I cannot go to pose mode directly if I link the file. In append, we can go to pose mode directly. There is no problem. But if you see, in link method, we cannot go to pose mode. To solve this, right click on the collection and library override. Library override, make and selected content. Or you can go to object, relationships, make single user object animation. Sorry, library override. You can simply click on make here. As you see now, pose mode is visible now. This is the main process for linking. You will get a symbol like this. It means it is a linked file. Now I hope you understand how to append and link. I'm appending this collection again. Okay, great, I appended. But as like in Maya, we cannot see the IKFK changes and space changes in Blender. To enable it, I need to import a script. Some rigs have in previous session I said go to text editor, right? Here, every panel has a symbol. I am clicking the text editor symbol. So this is the text editor. If I click this icon, there will be a script notepad. I just need to simply click on it. Every rig have it, or you can just import it manually. It is depend on rigs. For this rig, it is default is like this. So I just simply click like that and click on play, run script. 1 second. Sometimes it will be a glitch that will it will be not run. You just need to simply append again. Go to text editor and select the file and click on run script. Yeah, yeah, I will look into it. Um, as you see in Maya, if we rotate different origins, it will move like this, right? In IK, it will directly move like this. But if I need to move everything at once at a median point, in Maya, it is not possible. We need to use different methods. So in Blender, go to origins and go choose median point. Okay. If I rotate normally like this, even with IK rig, it will move like this. This is the amazing tool in Blender. See? And also we can also change pivot point anywhere, any point. If I shift right click anything, it will the cursor will automatically change. See, one point is changing automatically. I am keeping here, and again near pivot point, I'm changing it to 3D cursor. Okay. Now if I rotate everything, it will change according to our cursor. Our cursor is our new pivot point. And we can also change anything anytime. It is one of the benefit of Blender. Okay. If the script runs, it will give a UI like this. It will give a access to our IK to FK changes, etc. and space shifting. This UI is nothing but on and off visibilities. See, if I turn on face on and off, it will off. This is for organizing purpose. And you can see IK to FK changes here. If I am here, I can change to fk to ik by sliding this option. 0 means ik, 1 means fk. Even though I'm turning on ik, it is not visible because here ik is off in UI. So I simply need to on ik channels. See, now I can access the ik. For organization purpose, you can turn off the fks. It is simple as like that. But we cannot see the pole vectors. But here in UI, we can on the pole vector. Now we can see the pole vector. As you can see, I'm changing interface as much as I want. But by right clicking in horizontal split, etc. Now I will show you how to change FK to IK in animation. Before animating, we should keep the origins to individual origins. To access it, we can also click full stop button, hold it, and we can access it easily. Individual origins is the default. We should keep it. See, I can rotate only specific to one axis. If I double click R two times, I can move it freely. Yeah, I animated this in FK. Now I want here FK and I want here IK. To do it, simply go to IK to FK here and press I here to enable the key to add the keyframe. And here also go to first frame and click I. Just like Rix, we can keyframe the channels here. On the frame 34, I am turning it to IK. As you see, it is in default position, right? I just click this magic button. It is snapped to IK to FK automatically. Nothing happened, right? If I turn on IK, here, this is the IK button. As you can see, it is easily we can turn to IK to FK easily. Animation started with FK and ended with IK. Nice. And I am going to tell you another awesome thing in Blender. Now before I say that magic button, I'm going to say about visibility management. Now everything is messy, right? I want to turn off the gear and weapons. Go to Outliner and search the gear and weapons collection and turn it off. It's as simple as that. See, I did a simple, very basic animation and keying every key, every rig controller on every key by pressing I. See, this is the simple animation using FK controller. Okay, great. Now, can we turn these FK controllers to IK for every key in Maya in simple steps? I don't think so. But in Blender, if I press this magical button, IK to see before pressing any button, you should study the name. FK to IK means FK controller goes to IK animation. IK to FK means IK controller goes to FK position. This is the snap button. Below the snap button, you can see the action button. If I press this action button, nothing happens, right? But if I go to, if I turn everything into IK in simple seconds, FK to IK animation done. It is the IK controller. It is the IK controller in FK positions for everything. Until now, anyone have any doubts? Pivot, we can change. There are in Blender, there are different types of pivots. Simply go to this button. You can understand, you can see the types of pivots, types of changing of pivots. In object mode, I'm creating a cube. Generally, the cube, any object will move with the origin of that cube, right? It is nothing but individual origin. It is one of the type. And median point is, if I duplicate this cube and select median point, another type of the origin, it will rotate between these origin exactly here, because mathematically it is the middle of these two objects. Or There is another type which is advanced type, eh, where it is called as cursor, 3D cursor origin. Kept the 3D cursor here. If I rotate the or it will rotate according to the 3D cursor. It is the same as per rig. Per rig also it will be rotate like that only. Before doing any animation, it is better to keep the animation to individual origins. It is ideal for rigged animation. Yes, sir. Is that also? I hope until now we got the IK to FK clarity. It is same for space switching also. But if we to go to UI, we need to always in pose mode. Then only we can get the UI. It is critical that we need to be in pose mode for UI. Otherwise, UI will be not visible to its extent. So it is a main point that I should stress it out. The UI is changing according to pose mode and object mode. Pose mode gives the overall features. Yes. Now I'm going to tell about selection sets in Blender. Okay. Here in data object data properties, it is available in everywhere. Go to pose mode and see object data properties near above the bone properties, below the constant properties. In object data properties, go to selection sets and click on this plus icon. It will give a empty set. I want to keep this root as selection set. So I'm clicking this root and selecting this and assign. Okay, I'm renaming it as root. And if I select it, it will select the automatically root. And I want to keep head as another way. I'm renaming it as head and assigning. We should assign it properly. Now, we can't always go to this selection set property. But the shortcut is Shift Alt W. The selection set will come near to the mouse cursor. The head, root, Shift Alt W. It is one of the important tip I should say. And another thing in graph editor is Euler filter. It is the most used thing in animation, obviously. To access the Euler filter, go to graph editor. In channels, discontinuity Euler filter. Then the Euler filter will be applied. Until now, the and another thing I want to say is pose library. It is the most useful thing in Blender or in my any software. You can see this is the pose I want to keep in pose library. Go to timeline. See, select every curve by pressing A and go to timeline and press N. N is for properties. In if I go to viewport and press N, I will get a properties of the viewport. If I go to timeline and press N, I will get the properties of the timeline. Shortcut is N. I want this poses I want this pose in pose library. I just go to create pose as it. I want to name it as test 123. Now I reset the pose. Now to access it, we need to do a horizontal split for adding a new tab. Just press on this graphite symbol or any symbol here and go to asset browser below the file browser. It is in data properties. See, this test 123 pose I just did came here. Select every curve and press double click it. This is the pose I saved and press I to add a keyframe. Yes. And to flip it, we can also apply pose flip. So it is the mirror of this pose. If we should do this process only in pose mode. Like this, we can access many poses easily. Now coming to constraints. And I don't need to open every time the file. If I did this mistake, now I want to go to where just open first. I just need to simply click revert. It will go to beginning. Constraints in Blender is very easy. We have two types of constraints. One is object constraint, another one is bone constraint. Object constraint is used for only objects. We should not use any bone constraint on it. Bone constraint is used for only bones, obviously. We should not apply object constraint for bones. It is important to remember. This is object, right? This is the constraint property symbol. So this is the object constraint. And if I need to do any constraint for controller, I need to go to bone constraint. See, object constraint, bone constraint. This is bone, right? So I need to go to bone constraint. Same features will be available. So it is important to remember that. Now, I want a cube here. I'm creating a cube in object mode by shift right clicking. I'm keeping a cursor here near hand. Shift right click. I'm selecting the cube and press shift S. Selected to cursor. See, selection to cursor. I am holding Shift S. It will automatically snap to the cursor. By this, we can easily snap the items. And the cursor should be in old origin every time. And again, I'm pressing Shift S and holding it, cursor to old origin. It will go to default position. We can use cursor in many ways. Okay. Now I want this cube to snap it to the this controller, hand controller, wrist. Okay. In object mode, selecting this cube and going to object constraints. Add object constraint and child of and target. Target is I'm selecting this mesh. Sorry, rig. In target, it will see the whole rig. The this whole rig name is rig Deadpool. So the target will be a rig Deadpool. And in that we need this controller name. This controller name will be available here. In bones properties, copy this bone name and come to object mode. Here we can press and fk.r or you simply can search here. For the cube go to different position. Just simply click set inverse. Now in pose mode, I'm doing the animation. You can see how I am organizing the viewport. See, the cube is moving it with the wrist controller. To animate the influence, go to influence and press I here on it. You will get a yellow color. And again on first frame, press I. On 20th frame, I don't want any influence here. You will get automatically key. See, you can also shift the keys easily. By this, you can also animate the influence of the constraints. And there are many types of constraints. We mainly use child of constraint. Follow path is nothing but a we create circle and the object will follow that circle path. I will show that in next class. Dam dam constraint. The target we can easily choose the target by eyedrop tool. I'm selecting this as target. If I move this, the object will be damped to it. There are many types of constraints you can easily play with it. Just try once. Copy location, copy rotation, copy transformation, etc. We also use many times. And parenting. Shift D for duplicate anything. I want this as parent. I want this as child. Okay. First select the child and press the and second select the parent, press Control P. Set parent to object keep transformations. Or you can simply create a new collection. In that collection, there will be another cube. I am duplicating another cube. I need these to be child. Just simply shift left click and drag and drop it. So, so this cube will be parent. This is the basics of parent and constraints. That's it for today class. Any doubts until
Hi everyone. Please ask your question if you have, and Hemanth will try to answer it. Hemanth, someone is asking if sometimes someone by mistakenly change the pivot and how we can back the default position.
if is mm, now I kept the pivot here, right? I want to go to default old origin. Just simply press Shift S. You will get the all the answers. Cursor to old origin here. It will go to default position. Yes, sir.
Yeah, another things about if someone changed the character pivot point instead of origin pivot, is there any way to back to default position?
Okay, okay. Then. I just assume this as character. Changing this origin. Okay. Just simply right click on object or any rig, set the origin to geometry. It will be come to default position. Or you can see the origin to center of mass. It will go to center. Same goes for rig. Anything.
Okay, Naman. Okay, someone is asking a repeated question. Could you please repeat how to shift keys and drag keys in timeline?
Can you see? Yes. See, I did a simple animation. Okay. Now I select everything. If I press A, it will select every keyframe, no matter what. And if I select only one frame key and press G, G for move. Okay, you can move anywhere. And if I click everything and press scale, S for scale, we can do like we can move the frames according to the pivot point. Pivot point is this timeline marker. It important to remind. And you can also duplicate the timeline keyframes by Shift D. Yes,
Thank you, Heman. Next question, someone is asking about you use one script beginning of the session to link the character.
Yes.
Could you like to share that script in our group?
Yeah, the
You can,
script,
yeah.
the script is depend on the rig, I mean rigs. The it will come default. If you download this rig, it the script will automatically come default to this rig. I no need to give any script because it is if I go to text editor, the script will be available here only for any rig.
I hope you got your answer. It's not any external script. It's a
Yeah,
inbuilt and connection script with the character. So by default, when you are opening any reel in Blender, automatically it's coming. Yeah, thank you, sir. Uh, okay, does Blender has point constraint and orient constraint like Maya?
point constraint.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, uh, you can see copy location, copy scale, and child operate. Will only copy the rotation as goes for scale. There are many.
Hello, are you there, Hemant? Hello.
Yes, you can see many types here. It is you should need to select the copy rotation, copy scale, or copy location. Hello.
Yeah, Hemant, you can repeat your last answer. So it's a little lagging, so if you can understand easily, please.
This is child, right? Just go to copy location and select the parent by pressing a drop tool. This is the copy location. For rotation, you will get only specific rotation or location, etc.
Thank you, Hemant. Next question, someone is asking difference between append and link. It's very simple
Hello.
answer. Yeah. So append means simply, if you compare in Maya, append means import, a link means reference. As simple as. Yeah. So no more questions. So please ask if you have any questions. Uh, Hemant will try to answer your question. So please. Otherwise, we'll end today's sessions. So we'll waiting next 5 minutes. If any questions coming, we'll answer those questions. Otherwise, we'll finish the session.